Hi, my name is Ashley Ring, and today I'm going to do a presentation on augmented reality. So, what is augmented reality? Well, augmented reality is the technology that expands our physical world, adding layers of digital information onto it. Unlike virtual reality, augmented reality does not create the whole artificial environment to replace real with a virtual one. AR appears in direct view of an existing environment and adds sounds, videos, and graphics to it. A view of the physical world, real world environment with superimposed computer generated images, thus changing the perception of reality. This is also what augmented reality is. So, changing the perception of reality. The term itself was coined back in 1990, and one of the first commercial uses were in the television and military. With the rise of the internet and smartphones, AR rolled out its second wave and nowadays is mostly related to interactive concept 3D models and are directly projected onto physical things or fused together in real time. Various augmented reality apps impact our habits, our social life, and the entertainment industry. Augmented reality apps typically connect digital animation to a special marker or with the help of GPS in phones to pinpoint the location. Augmentation is happening in real time and within the context of the environment, for examples, overlaying scores to a live feed on a sports event. And then there are four types of augmented reality. I'm not going to get too much into that today, but I will just mention them. Those are markerless augmented reality, marker-based augmented reality, projection-based projection-based augmented reality, and then superimposition-based augmented reality. So some of the technology behind augmented reality is displayed today in various ways through various devices. So we're seeing it now through screens. You can view it with glasses, handheld devices, mobile phones, head-mounted displays, anything along the lines of that. Um, it, let's see. It's augmented reality for many of us implies this technical side, and we kind of might be thinking, how does it work? Well, for augmented reality, a certain range of data like images, animations, videos, and 3D models may be used, and people will see the result in both natural and synthetic light. Also, users are aware of being in the real world, which is advanced by computer vision, unlike virtual reality, which is not advanced in the same way. It also involves technologies like SLAM, and depth tracking, and and also the following components. So cameras and sensors. Cameras on devices are scanning the surroundings with this info. A device locates physical objects and generates 3D models. AR devices eventually should act like little computers, something that modern smartphones are already doing. Devices also require a CPU, a GPU, a flash memory, a RAM, Bluetooth or Wi-Fi, a GPS, and the list goes on. And then there is also projection. So this refers to a miniature projector on augmented reality headsets, which takes data from sensors and projects digital content, which is a result of processing, onto a surface to view. In fact, the use of projections in augmented reality has not been fully invented yet. So to use it in commercial products or services, we got to wait a little bit longer. For reflection, augmented reality devices have mirrors to assist human eyes to view virtual images. And some have an array of small curved mirrors, and some have a double-sided mirror to reflect light to a camera and to a user's eye. The goal of such reflection paths is to perform a proper image alignment. And then for some possible applications, one application that I found really interesting was Oasis. And what Oasis is, it's a novel system for automatically generating immersive and interactive virtual reality environments using the real world as a template. The system captures indoor screens in 3D, detects obstacles like furniture and walls, and maps walkable areas to enable real walking in the generated virtual environment. Another really cool thing that I liked about this is the system is really easily accessible even to the casual users. So people who struggle with technology would easily be able to implement this into their classrooms. And before I get into the video, I just wanted to mention that this type of a system named Oasis can invite new engagement in areas not only in literature, but in math, in history, science, visual art, archaeology, architecture, and the list goes on. I chose this particular one because it really matched up with the English classroom, and it can also be used, for example, to create storytelling with techniques that are added like vocalization, movement, and gestures. So I'm going to go ahead and play this video for you guys. There isn't any sound, so just kind of pay attention to how they are using it. So right now he's getting the outline and the shapes of the environment. And this is detected objects which can be paired with virtual counterparts to leverage the physicality of the real world for a tactile experience. So that's what he's walking us through right now. So for the English classroom, I can definitely see this being used to get the students involved in the setting. We are reading a book right now for English that's called The Crucible. So I can imagine having my students be able to put themselves in the setting and in the timeline and be a little bit more understanding of how people reacted during those times. Okay. And another application that I thought was really interesting was an application called Wordsense. And it is used for second language learners, and they can explore their environment to acquire new vocabulary relevant to their current location. So in this picture here, the gentleman has on the goggles, and what we're seeing with the visual eye is the teddy bear, the guitar, and the apple. But what he's actually able to see is all of that in addition to the words that are listed right above those objects. So I thought that was really cool. And again, it says items are labeled and spoken out loud, allowing users to make meaningful connections between objects and words. As time goes on, word groups and sentences can be customized to the user's current level of competence. And when desired, a remote expert can join in real time for a more interactive tag-along learning experience. So I also thought that was really awesome. This is a great tool for English as a second language. And I thought this was really important and something that could really be helpful in the near future. And then we have privacy concerns. First, I wanted to point out some of the other really great things and why I think this was a great choice for emerging trend. What sets augmented reality apart from other technologies is its immersive nature. Augmented reality allows technology to directly mediate a person's perception of and interaction with the physical world. From the perspective of how we might use AR for good, this presents exciting opportunities. But like I said, augmented reality, security and safety concerns are much more pressing and potentially dangerous because augmented reality directly affects our view of reality. So it's critical that we anticipate and address these questions now before augmented reality technologies are widely deployed and their designs are already set in stone. So we just want to be wary about making sure we have the separation between reality and augmented reality. And here's just a quick timeline on augmented reality. In 1968, Ivan Sutherland and Bob Sproul created a first head-mounted display. They called it the Sword of Damocles. In the 70s, Myron Kruger created a video place and artificial reality laboratory. The 90s, augmented reality was the time that the term actually appeared, and it appeared in the work of Thomas Caldell and David Misgel-Boeing, and they were company researchers. And lastly, augmented reality today in 2016 was launched through Pokemon Go game for mobile devices, and the app between the gaming industry earned $2 million in just the first week. And here is my works cited page. Thank you so much for listening.